Fitting name for a pay-per-view. Salvation. For a lot of people, it's a place of redemption, a place of ending things, finishing things once and for all. You went through damnation to get to salvation, and now here we are. And interesting enough, I find myself on the biggest show in UWL history, and I'm facing two men. Two individuals that have problems with each other, problems with me. We all have problems with each other. And now it's to be quote unquote settled. Well, that's at least what Mr. Needham was saying on Twitter, because, you know, we have to play this part, right? This part of we must settle these things, and it has to be ended, and I'm the one to finish it. Okay. Need I remind you that you jumped into something personal that I was trying to deal with. But no, you wanted Draven because Draven attacked you. Fine, whatever. You want to go their route? Fine, cool. Don't give a shit. The fact is, you took something from me that I needed. And before anybody starts quoting Beryl like all the fucking sheep you are, oh yes, bye your way to the fucking bank for all I care. Do you know what it's like to try to go your entire life to move on from that kind of pain? Because a lot of you can preach about moving on and the heart is strong and all that, but no. None of you know that pain. None of you know that actual pain when you wake up and you don't see your loved one by your side. You don't know that pain when you walk into that bathroom and you can't even look at the goddamn tub because all you can see is all you can see is the image of your loved one dead. You don't know that pain. And for years, I tried to move on. I tried. I tried for the sake of his mother, his father, his family, and my wrestling family. I tried to move on. Because I thought in my head, and yes, wishful thinking, but fuck you! Sorry. I figured that somebody like him, with the path he was going on, he was gonna find himself in the wrong place, the wrong time, and he was gonna go out like Brody, and somebody was gonna stab him. That was gonna be my closure. But God is a cruel individual who loves the sickest and cruelest of jokes. Because just like everything else in Mr. Draven's life, even God himself had to protect him. But yet make me miserable. So, before I get to you, Matt, Let me break down for all you people what's gonna happen at Salvation. At Salvation, you're gonna have 3 different individuals with 3 different reasonings going after each other. 3 different people with their own personal selfish vendettas that are just going to try to rip each other apart. That's what's gonna happen. You have James Needham, the man. Let me phrase that. The man-child, who even with his back against the wall can't own up to a damn thing. And his attempt of owning up to anything is still deny and deny and deny. You are nothing more, James, than a British pale-faced Carmen Cortez. You're just like her. Except the difference between you and Carmen is that Carmen didn't ever need to be backed into a corner to admit that she has some fucked up things going on in her life and in her head. You literally had to get pushed and had a mirror put onto you for you to finally realize that. And even then, what did you do? Oh, right. You sat there crying on Twitter saying, everybody hates me, then I guess I'll be the martyr. No one asked you to be the martyr, and no one asked you to throw yourself off the cliff, you fucking hypocrite. You have no right to be angry. When half the shit you ever did, you brought on yourself. But what bugs me about you, Needham, is the funny fact is that the only reason you even wanted to pick a fight with me to begin with, that you said needs to be settled, that's your weird thing. You want to settle things, which never needed to be settled to begin with because you brought half the shit along yourself. Oh yeah, talk mad shit about Battle Pro when we had nothing to do with your little fucking piss fest with Malik. But let's bring up all the guys that were helping, that were wrestlers and were under Malik's payroll and what have you. And you have the nerve to sit there and talk about me and everybody else who busted their ass. But no, you did it because you just have this fucking hate boner for him, right? Well, we had nothing to do with that. But you're not gonna admit to that. And here's the thing, we didn't give a shit about what you said because, it ain't the first time some loudmouth, ignorant-ass son of a bitch decided to bring our names and everything about us because they had a fucking hate boner for Malik. Hi, Sahaya. How you doing? But the thing about it is, your reasoning for wanting to fight me is one of the most, I'm gonna be honest, it's one of the most one-dimensional reasons ever. Which just goes to show, I think you literally just want to match with me just so you can take your aggression out on something. I'm not the bitch to mess with. I want you to know that. But that's your reason, because your thing was, I don't take kindly to threats, you understand? I'm sorry, aren't you an assassin? Aren't you a pirate? You should be used to people making threats about you. You should be used to individuals talking about you because an assassin, a hitman, they would scoff at shit like that. Okay, just another day, huh? If you were a pirate, you would laugh at the concept of somebody making a threat at you. No, what that goes to show me, James, is that everything about you is fake. Every goddamn thing. You're fake. You're two-faced. You're a hypocrite. You're everything that could be used in a thesaurus in Webster's dictionary. You're a contradiction, a walking fucking paradox. The only reason you wanted to fight me was because of a little thing I said on Twitter, which goes to show that James Needham cares a little bit too much about what people think about him. But I hear you say, well, everybody hates me. Then why do you care so fucking much then? Because deep down, James, deep down, you wish for people to love you. You wish for people to care about you. But you have such a fucking hard-on for gangsters, hitmen, mob bosses, anything that has a gun and go pew pew, that you don't know what it's like to be human sometimes. And you're afraid of that. Deep down in the pit of your fucking gut, you're afraid to admit you forgot what it's like to be human because you're too fucking afraid to admit your weaknesses. But even if you do admit your weaknesses, the weaknesses you bring up are non-existent. Malik is a flawed individual. Yeah, okay. So is everyone else, and so are you. Even now, everything you do is for yourself. It's not for the people. It's not for others. I have yet to see you. I have yet to see you do anything besides that one moment of Revelations. I have yet to fucking really see you do something for the greater good. I have yet to see you do anything for anybody other than yourself or your investments. Because at the end of the day, James, when you say my company, you're still talking about something that is yours, an investment. Look bigger. And as for you, Matt, so you come to terms with what you've done, huh? I don't think you really get that choice. No, you don't get that choice. See, you don't get the choice of living a happy life. You don't get the choice of being with someone. You don't get that choice after you took away happiness from somebody that had nothing to do with you. You don't get that choice. So I'm gonna do to you what you did to me. And I hope Ronson's not watching. I hope your brother and your sister aren't watching. Because I am going to make sure you don't breathe again. Whether I live or die, I don't care. I already wrote a letter to my family. But just know, I'm taking you with me. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you want to know what's going to happen at Salvation, oh, well, it's very, very simple. You see, I'm going to walk out to that ring, and I'm going to lace James Needham out because he is not a factor right now. I don't fucking care. I'm going to lay him out. Because he doesn't control the fucking narrative here. He's not EC3. And then when I lay him out and make sure he stays the fuck down because I know he's not going to get up, I'm going to set my sights on you, Draven. And I don't give a damn how big you are, how tough you are. I don't give a damn what you think you are. David cut a giant's head off with a slingshot and his own damn sword. My chances are pretty fucking high right now. But salvation, I'm not looking for salvation. I'm looking for closure. Because salvation was never given to me when I was born. And I will never get salvation even when I die. I'm done.